Angie Dickinson has long occupied a fascinating place in Hollywood history, not just for her undeniable screen presence but for the way her image has been discussed, debated, and sometimes sensationalized across decades of pop culture. Headlines that tease phrases like "leave little to the imagination" often say more about the era's appetite for shock than about Dickinson herself, whose career was built on talent, charisma, and a cool confidence that translated effortlessly on camera. From her breakout roles in classic westerns and noirs to her trailblazing television work on Policewoman, she projected a mix of glamour and authority that few of her contemporaries could match. When fashion-forward or daring photoshoots surfaced over the years, they were typically framed through a lens of controversy, yet they also reflected a broader shift in how actresses negotiated control over their public image. Dickinson's style, sleek silhouettes, bold cuts, and a fearless embrace of modern trends often challenged conservative expectations placed on women in Hollywood, especially as she matured in an industry obsessed with youth. Rather than being defined by any single outfit or provocative rumor, her legacy is rooted in the way she carried herself, poised, unapologetic, and fully aware of her star power. Discussions around revealing photos tend to overshadow the more meaningful context that she was a woman navigating fame at a time when choices were limited and scrutiny was intense. Even so, she managed to maintain dignity and professionalism, earning respect from peers and audiences alike. Her impact extended beyond aesthetics. She opened doors for complex female leads on television and proved that strength and sensuality were not mutually exclusive. Looking back, the fascination with Angie Dickinson's most talked-about images feels fleeting compared to the lasting influence of her work and persona. What endures is not a headline or a sensational claim, but the impression of an actress who understood how to command attention without surrendering her identity. In that sense, the conversation around her image becomes part of a larger story about Hollywood, fame, and the evolving conversation around women's autonomy, one in which Angie Dickinson remains an enduring and influential figure. Dickinson emerged during a time when Hollywood tightly controlled how actresses were seen, and any hint of boldness or modern style was quickly labeled provocative. What truly stood out, however, was her confidence and self-possession, qualities that translated both on screen and in public appearances. Whether wearing glamorous gowns, sleek fashion-forward looks, or outfits that challenged conservative norms of the era, she carried herself with unmistakable poise. These moments reflected a broader cultural shift, where women in entertainment slowly began asserting more control over their image and choices. Rather than scandal, such photos symbolized a woman comfortable in her own skin and aware of her influence. Ultimately, Angie Dickinson is remembered not for shock value, but for her talent, charisma, and lasting impact on Hollywood's portrayal of strong, stylish, and independent women.